Morning, guys. Good morning. Happy Memorial Day. I'm finishing my breakfast. Yes, I am not in workout clothes. I'm actually debating if I'm working out today or not. I've been having some pain in my hip and my knee. I know my knee is because I've been running more than normal. Alex has been on a running kick, so every time he wants to go run, I'm like, yeah, I'll go with you. and it's too many days in a row, and my knee is not doing well with it. So I'm debating if I'm going to do anything today or just make today my rest day and maybe do some stretching and some rolling to help my knee, because sometimes your knee hurts and it's really because your hamstrings are a little too tight. So we will see where the day brings me. I do have a 9 o'clock meeting with someone that's in my mindful eating group, because today starts day 1 and it's prep week. So with today being day 1 in prep week, me and her want to go through everything in her box, let her know where to start and all of that. Good morning, Leslie. So I'm meeting up with her at 9. We're meeting at a coffee shop. Well, hopefully 9, depends on when she has the baby ready and everything. But good morning, Susan. So I'm going to be meeting up with her so we can go through all of that and get her ready. So I'm just enjoying my shake, still just hanging in my pajamas. I'm going to check in with my groups and stuff after this live and get a little bit of my work done so I can enjoy the day with the family. And then go from there. If my knee's feeling better, I might attempt to work out later today. I know, yay! You finally caught me live. I figured today would be a great day that a lot of people would actually be able to catch me live instead of the replay, because no school. And it being a holiday, so some people might not be working. Hey, Sue, good morning. So I figured I would still come on and chat. I had my alarm set for normal, but I hit snooze for like an hour because I was feeling a lot of the pain, so I knew I wasn't going to get a workout in early. I'm going to wait and see if stretching it out might help. But I did do some reading this morning. I do have something to do. One good thing is I have teenagers, so they sleep a little bit late. So that gives me time to still do a few things in the morning that I have to get done, especially with today being day 1 of our mindful eating group. So it gives me a little time to answer some messages back, get to some more of the applications for my next group, and all of that stuff. So I'm going to definitely do that. But I wanted to talk about intuition, our gut feeling that we get. Because, gosh, for years I ignored that gut feeling. Ignored it. Like I knew it was there, right? I would feel it. I would acknowledge that I felt it. And I was like, oh, but my gut's telling me this isn't right. But I wouldn't listen. So when I say ignore it, it's because I didn't listen to it. I still did what either the other person wanted to do or total opposite of what my gut told me to do. And it's funny because I was thinking about that today. I've had a lot going through my mind. And I was thinking about that today, and just like sometimes I take my heart out of it and take my mind out of it and just go with what my intuition's telling me. Good morning, Julie. And go with what my gut's telling me. And that's hard to do. It's really, really hard to do. But then I opened up my book after doing a little bit of reading. In my other book, I opened up our daily mantra book. And hey, Tracy, how are you? I opened up my daily mantra book. And it was about trusting your intuition. I was like, how funny is that? Because that's what I was thinking about. That's like the 3rd time since we started this book together. And we're on day 45. That's like the 3rd time since we started this book that I've thought of something and then it came up in the book. So really quick, before I get into what I wanted to talk about, who that's on here live, or even if you're going to end up watching the replay, let me see some hearts and some thumbs up if your gut is always super strong, whether you listen to it or not. If your intuition is like super strong and it's like, it's always trying to guide you and it's always trying to get all up in your business. I see those hearts coming across. Enjoy that, Tracy. Enjoy that sunshine. It's been nothing but rain and sogginess here. I had to make sure I took the dogs out just in time this morning before the rain. It's nasty, nasty, nasty. One thing that I wanted to talk about with intuition is the fact that when you tune into it, when you really tune into it and you listen to it, Don't just tune into it. Good morning, Mom. Don't just tune into it like, oh, I know it's there, and then don't listen to it. When you tune into your intuition and your gut, you tune in and you really dive into what it's doing, there won't be failure. There's not going to be failure because that intuition is guiding you down the right path. If you're doing something and it just doesn't feel right, something just feels a little off, I bet you your gut is right. I mean, how many times in our life have we met a guy, or even a friend for that matter, and you just know that relationship is not right for you, but you allow it anyways? There's so many times that I would meet like people through friends. So I'd meet like a friend of a friend or whatever. And I immediately meeting that person, I would tell my friend, I don't like that person. They'd be like, really? Why? I don't know. I don't like that person. We'll find out eventually why, but I don't care for that person. That's your intuition telling you that person is not right for you and right for your life, or just not a good person. That's happened to me so many times in life where I would meet someone and be like, yeah, I don't care for them at all. And I could never explain why. So all I would ever say is, I'm sure we'll figure it out down the road. They'll show their true colors down the road and we'll know why. But I'm just telling you right now, they're not good people. That happens a lot to me with people that I meet. And I try to push it down and ignore it. But I have to remind myself, good morning, Renee. I have to remind myself that I have to trust myself. I have to trust my intuition. And that's what I wanted to talk about with you guys, is trusting our intuition. Because, you know, your intuition is like your soul level. It's your soul. It's trying to guide you on your path. You know, and once you dig into that intuition and you follow it, you're being, in my eyes, the best version of yourself that you can. You know, and it's like, to be that best version and to be on that happiness and to not have the failure that we feel that we're getting on a daily basis, we need to really dig deep into our soul, which is that intuition, and dig deep into that voice within and actually take its advice. Don't just dig deep and listen to it and be like, okay, well, I'm still going to do what I want to do. You got to dig deep. You got to listen to it, and then you have to follow it. So I do have the mantra for today. I have not read it yet, so I'm going to read it with you guys, but it is about trusting our intuitions. So this is, if you need to repeat something to yourself, so then that way you can make sure that you are trusting your intuition and you are doing what you're supposed to be doing. Here's what you're going to read to yourself. I trust myself. My inner voice is always speaking to me and it feels expansive. I align with my true intuition, which is light-filled and joyful. My purpose is to follow my heart, and I trust my voice within. My intuition is my best mentor as I move forward, and I listen to the honest reflection of my truth. So basically, listen to what the hell it's saying to you, but you have to trust in it. You have to trust in it. Even if your heart is going, because this is going to happen. Your gut, your intuition is going to be here. Your heart's going to be here. And your mind's going to be right here in the middle. So you have all three spots. And you don't know which direction to go. You got to remove your heart from it. Because your heart does not always guide you in the right direction in some things. Following your heart with things that make you happy, that's one thing. But just sometimes it requires us to put ourselves first. And we need to, yes, I think that's where we have a lot of difficulty, because by nature we tend to put others first. Absolutely, Leslie. I could not agree more. Absolutely. That is absolutely right. And that's where a lot of unhappiness comes for some people. So when you take your heart out when making these types of decisions, you're left with your mind and your intuition. I always have to remove my mind, because my mind goes in a million directions and it goes a million miles an hour. I'm always thinking of a whole bunch of things. So to remove it really helps me. And then you have to let your gut guide. There's some times that I don't feel that intuition kick in. And that's when I make the decision with my heart. because I'm feeling that maybe it's not kicking in because that's what I'm supposed to be doing. So it's not an easy thing to always listen to it, because a lot of times it's going to tell you opposite of which way you're wanting to go. But you really need to listen to it, because it doesn't guide us wrong. Over the years, so many times I'm like, oh, my gut has never steered me wrong. It's never steered me wrong. I might not have listened to it right away and done what it told me to do right away, but it never, ever steered me wrong. So my call to action to you today, something I want you to try today, might be easy because I don't know if anyone's working today. There might be some people on Memorial Day that work. Hey, Rocky. But it might be easier because you won't be working, so you won't be too busy. But when you feel that voice inside, take a moment and listen to it. Take a moment and, hey, Angel, take a moment and think about what it's trying to tell you. Hey, Rosie, what is your gut trying to say? And actually listen to it. Like, seriously, be like you're having a conversation, a friend-to-friend conversation with you and your intuition. It's a weird thing to do, but it's a pretty cool thing to do too. Because that's where you get to see what it's trying to tell you and what path it's trying to tell you to go on. I was actually planning on doing this today and just kind of sitting with my thoughts and my heart and everything else, and my intuition is always there, and just kind of let it guide me in whichever way it's supposed to be. If this is the path I'm supposed to be on, then that's the way it's going to guide me. You too, Rocky. There's nothing wrong with every once in a while just being with you, yourself, and your intuition, and just taking some time to reflect on it. Hi, Katie. I miss you so much. But there's been so many times in the past where I'm like, you know what? I usually don't listen to my gut, but I'm going to listen to my gut because it has never, ever steered me wrong yet. Honestly, like, there's never been something that my intuition has told me to do or guided me to do that put me in a bad place. But I think it's a reminder that we need to keep doing. We need to remind ourselves that our intuition is there for a purpose. Our intuition is there to guide us down the path we're supposed to be on. Our intuition is there to help us. Maybe help us not hurt so much. Maybe help us with, yes, always trust your gut. Absolutely. It's never going to steer you wrong. It's never going to steer you wrong. So I want you to take some time today. I really want you to take some time today. What is your gut telling you about the people in your life? What is your gut telling you about what you're doing in your life? Take that time today. Take that time to reflect, especially as South Florida peeps. We're not going to be having any pool parties today. It's nasty out. Oh, thank you, Leslie. So go out there today. Just make today what you want of it. And again, listen to your gut. Where is it telling you to go? Have a great day, guys. I'll see you later. Bye.